Welcome to the paper solution of the LR section of the actual JIPMAT 2023 paper. So, this is the LR section. Let's start with the first set. The table below gives the percentage of marks obtained by 6 students in 6 subjects in an examination. First important thing, percentage of marks is given. So, I don't have the marks. So, A has secured 70% of 120 in physics and not 70 marks out of 120. Okay. Answer the following questions based on the data given in the table. The number in brackets are the maximum marks in each subjects. So as I said, one thing to be kept in mind is all this data is given in terms of percentage. The other important thing is each subject is out of 120 marks. So that total marks also remains the same for each subject. That is a good part for us. This shows that I might have to do minimum of calculation in each questions. So let's look at the first question. What is the overall percentage of A, B and C respectively? I want to find overall percentage of A. So how will you find the overall percentage of A? Can I say the overall percentage of A will be 70 plus 75 plus 70 plus 65 plus 60 plus 70 divided by, there are 6 subjects, so I will divide by 6. Let's do this calculation. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 70s, so that makes it 280. This 5 and this 5 will make it 290. Plus 60 will make it 350. Plus 60 will make it 410. So this is 410 upon 6. What is 410 upon 6? 6 6 are 36. 6 8s are 48. Do you see I am getting a 68.3. Now I am looking at the options. None of the options is a 68.3. So this is why the answer to this particular question is not there in the option. So this question has been dropped by JIPMAT in the actual test. Okay, because the actual answer is not given in the options. There are 2 questions in this LR section that has been dropped. This is one of them. Let's look at the next question. How many subjects have obtained or how many students have obtained more than 65% overall marks in all the subjects, and you also have to find out who are those 2 or 3 students. So question is how many students have obtained a 65% overall marks. So let's look at A. Do you see this is already a 65? Do you see this is a 70? Do you see 60 and 70 will give me a 65 as an average, and this is already 75 which is greater than 60, 65. So student A satisfies that criteria. Let's look at student B. 80. I have a 60 and a 70 which will give me a 65. I have a 50 and a 75 which is 125 by 2. Or if I look at this 3 papers, I am looking at 65. What is 65 into 3? 65 into 3 is a 195. So let's see the addition. 75, 75, 150, 150 plus 50, 200. I needed 195 for 65. I'm getting 200. So B also satisfies the given criteria. Let's look at C now. Can I say 70 and 60 gives me a 65? Rest all others are 65 or more than 65. So once again C also satisfies the given criteria. Let's look at D. 60, 70 is giving me a 65. This is giving me a 65. I'm left with 3 papers. Once again that addition should be a 195 or more than that. If you check 70 plus 60 is a 130. 130 plus 55 is a 185. I'm not getting a 195. So D does not satisfy that criteria. Let's look at E. 70, 75, 65. All these are more. So good enough. Can I once again see the addition of these 3 subjects? 60 plus 50, 110. 110 plus 55 is just a 165. I'm not reaching 195. So E will also not satisfy. Let's look at F. 65, 70 satisfying, 65 satisfying. So once again, I'm left with 3 subjects. 60 plus 60 plus 50 is only a 170. So can I say F also does not satisfy? So only 3 students satisfy. And who are those 3 students? A, B and C. So which option will you mark? If you look at the options, option A is my answer. Let's look at the next question. In which subject the overall percentage is maximum and what is that percentage? So if I look at the options, my first option is biology. So let's calculate for biology. If you do the calculation for biology, 5 plus 2, 7 plus 5, 12, 1 plus 7, 8, 8 plus 7, 15, 22, 29, 29 plus 14 is a 43. So 432 by 6. What is 432 by 6? Do you see it is exactly 72? And if you look at the other options, none of the other options are greater than 72. Hence, there is absolutely no need to do any calculation further. I can definitely say that biology has the maximum percentage and that maximum percentage is 72. Hence, my answer is option A. Let's look at the next question. Find the average marks obtained by a students in economics and physics. So let's look at economics. Can you find out the average of economics? 0, 0, 5, 6 plus 5, 11, 11 plus 12, 23, 23 plus 10, 33. So it's a 335 divided by 6. What is 335 divided by 6? For economics, it is 6 5s are 30, 6 5s are 30. It is 55 point something percentage. Okay, so can I say that I want to find an approximate 55 percentage? So let's look at economics, which is 120. What is 50% of 120? Can I say 50% of 120 is 60? And what is 5%? 6. So I'm looking at an answer which is definitely more than 66. Do you see? Once again, there are 2 options. Option B and option C is definitely eliminated. Option A has 85. I am looking at only 55 point something. That means my answer has to be little more than 66. And hence I can definitely eliminate option A also. And I can say that my answer is option D. So once again, another question wherein I need not calculate for physics also because there is only one option for economics and that will be my answer. Let's look at the next question. In 2006, the value-wise sale of A is increased by 50%. If you check, the percentage of A is 45. If it increases by 50%, meaning the increase has to be 22.5. And that of E increased by 10%. E as of now is 22. 10% of 22 is 2.2. So the increase for E is 2.2 percentage. The sales of all other brand remains the same. By what percentage the total sales grew? So can I say the total sales grew by 22.5 plus 2.2? How much is that? You can easily see this is 44.7 percentage. So the total sale grew by 44.7. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not 44. It is 24. 22 plus 2 is a 24. So it is a 24.7 percentage. Hence, option C is my answer. Let's look at the next question. Considering sales of A increased by 50% in 2006 and sales of E increased by 10% and all other brands had no change in sales. So this is exactly the same data from the previous question. So I know my increase is 22.5% as far as A is concerned, 2.2% as far as E is concerned. So now let's see what the question is asking. Total sales in 2006 was 2,16,000. What was the sale of A in 2005? So I know that the increase is 24.7%. Now the question itself says approximately. So let's not use 24.7. Can I use a 25%? So if the total sales increase by 25%, can I say 125% is corresponding to 2,16,000? So 100% will correspond to how much? So what is my X? my X is going to be 100 into 216000 over 125. Let's not calculate the value as of now. Let's see what the question is asking. The question is asking what was the sales of A. So I know the total sale of all the 5 products in 2005, but I only want sales of A. What is sales of A? 45%. That means I'm supposed to find 45% of this number. That's it. So now let's do the calculation. Do you see 100 gets cancelled out? Now 5 nines are 5 into 25. Let's see, 25 8s are 200, 160, 16 is left, so 640. 8, my answer has to be, and 8640 into 9, that is my answer. So let's do the calculation. 9 4s are 36, 9 6 are 54, plus 3 57, 72 plus 5 77. So my answer has to be somewhere close to 77,760. I said I am going to do approximation, correct? So closest option to this is option C. Do you see, the question is asking approximation and options are also widely open. So you need not work with the actual numbers, which are not good numbers to work with. So answer option C. Let's look at the next question. In 2006, if the sales value of B increases by 10%, B is 15%, so it should increase by 1.5%. And that of A decreases by 10%. So B has increased by 1.5, A has decreased by 10%. So 10% of 45 is 4.5. What is the percentage change in sales? An increase of 1.5 followed by a decrease of 4.5, can I say is equivalent to a decrease of 3%? So straightforward, since there is no change in the other brands, the net decrease is a decrease of 3%. Which option is this? This is option B. Let's look at the next question. There is a relationship between the given two terms. One term is given on the other side, while the other term is found from the given alternatives. Select the terms which has the same relation. So I know that BJMS is coded as EMPV. So I know that B is coded as E. So which are the alphabets that I have skipped? C, D. J is coded as M. Which are the alphabets that I have skipped? K, L. M is coded as P. Which are the alphabets that I have skipped? N, O. And S is coded as V. So which are the alphabets that I have skipped? T, U. So can I say the logic used here is a +3 logic? So using this logic, let us find the code for AWPL. I want to skip 2 alphabets, so I skipped B and C. So can I say my answer should start with D? So option D and option B gets eliminated. W, X, Y to be skipped. So the answer should be something in DZ. Do you see there's only one option? Hence the answer is option C. Let's look at the next question. 5 people have participated in a race. D ran faster than E. D ran faster than E, but slower than B. Now, C ran slower than E. C ran slower than E, but was not the slowest. If C was not the slowest, I know that there are 5 people, out of which I already have a diagram for 4 people. So who is left? A. So can I say therefore A has to be the slowest? So this is the order of the people. Question now is asking me who ran as the fastest speed. Can I definitely say B ran at the fastest speed? Hence answer is option C. Let's look at the next question. Number of vehicles in hundreds passing through a toll plaza is given to us. So there's a bus, there's a data on truck, there's a data on car, and the data is given regarding 4 weeks. Again, I don't see good numbers here. You may enter into a calculation or may not. Let's see the questions. First question. In which week of September the total number of vehicles passing through the toll plaza was the second highest? So I'm looking at second highest. So now I'll have to add up all the numbers. So let's look at the first week. 28 plus 15 is a 43. 43 plus 40 is a 83. And the decimal parts add up to 3429. So the addition is an 83.9 for week 1. Let's do the calculation for week 2. 24 plus 12, 36. 36 plus 36, 72. And the decimal parts add up to 539. So once again, this is also 72.9. Let's do the addition for the third week. 20 plus 14, 34. 34 plus 42 is a 76. And the decimal parts add up to 4615. So 1.5. So this will make it 77.5. And week 4, 24 plus 15 is a 39. 39 plus 39 is a 78. And 7 plus 8, 15. 15 plus 4, 19. So 1.9. So this means it is 79.9. Now once again, read your question properly. It says the second highest is what I'm interested in. Do you see the highest is week 1? And the second highest is week 2 with a 79.9. So the answer is week 2, option A. Next question. Question is asking me, what is the average number of buses passing through the toll plaza in the given week? So that means I need to find the average of these columns. So let's just add up. If you add up, what do you get? 3 plus 5, 8, 12, 16, 9, 13, 17, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. You get a 97.6. And I already know that the figures are in hundreds. That means this is 9760 divided by 4 weeks. So you get 2440 as the average. Hence, answer is option D. Let's look at the next question. Find the number that can replace the question mark in the given series. So if you look at the series, what is the series? 15, 18, 17, 21, 20, 25, 24, 30 and 29. Let's see if there is a pattern. Plus 3, minus 1. Plus 4, minus 1. Plus 5, minus 1. Plus 6, minus 1. That means, can I say now my answer has to be 29 plus 7. What is 29 plus 7? It is 36 and hence the answer has to be option P. Let's look at the next question. A clock shows the time as 3 p.m. So as of now, I know it is 3 p.m. What time would be on the clock when the hour hand has moved 135 degree? Now I'm sure everyone knows this. In 1 hour or in 1 minute, let's say in 1 minute, the hour hand moves half a degree. I'm sure we know this. So the movement of the hour hand every minute is half a degree. So if it has moved 135 degree, for it to move 135 degree, can I say this will happen after 270 minutes? 270 minutes is, can I say, 4 hours and 30 minutes. It is 3 p.m. 4 hours 30 minutes after 3 p.m. is, can I say, 7:30 p.m. So the answer has to be 7:30, option 2. Let's look at the next question. Unscramble the letters of the given word to get a meaningful word and then find the odd man out. So if you look at this word, do you see, if you will get winter. Here you get cloud. Here you get summer. And finally, in the fourth option, you get spring. So, which is an odd man out? It's but obvious. Answer is second option. Cloud is the odd man out. Let's look at the next question. Ecology is related to environment. So what is the relation between ecology and environment? Can I say ecology is called as study of environment? Ecology is called as study of environment. So histology, what is histology? It is nothing but it is the study of history. Hence answer is first option A. Let's look at the next question. Each of the four people P, Q, R and S play one game out of the four different games. These persons live in one of the four different cities. So what is the diagram that I'm looking at? I have P, I have Q, I have R and I have S. They have to play one game and I need to check which city do they come from. So this is the table that I am looking at filling. So let's look at the conditions. Neither S nor the person from Calcutta plays cricket. So let me keep a note here. S cricket not possible. And the person coming from Calcutta also is not playing cricket. So keep this in mind. Whenever you read your conditions, try to keep a note of it so that you don't go back to the conditions again and again. Let's look at the second one. Q plays either football or chess. Q plays either football or chess. So let's keep a note of that. P is from Bombay. So let's enter for P. P plays either chess or tennis. P is either chess or tennis. The person who plays tennis is from Jaipur. So can I say P is from Bombay? So P definitely now cannot play tennis. So can I say P has to therefore play chess? If P is playing chess, now Q cannot play chess. So Q has to play therefore football. I also know that S is not playing cricket. So can I say R has to be playing cricket? And which game is left? Tennis. So S will play tennis. So one column is already filled. Now let's look at the city. What was the condition? The player who plays tennis is from Jaipur. So can I say S is therefore from Jaipur? The player from Calcutta cannot be playing cricket. So can I say Q has to be from Calcutta? And which city is left? I am left with Ahmedabad. So R will be from Ahmedabad. So now let's see what the question is. The person who lives in Ahmedabad plays which sport? I can see the person plays cricket. Hence option C is my answer. Let's look at the next question. A boy runs 150 meters towards south from his house. So let's assume the boy starts from here. He moves 150 meters south. He then turns left. Now this is the direction that he has moved. So this is where he will go for his left. He turns left and runs 300 meters. He runs 300 meters. Again turns left. So can I say now this is the direction in which he is moving. So when he moves left, he will move up. He runs 350 meters. So 150 meters will come exactly in line with his house and another 200 meters. Now he turns right and moves another 50 meters. So this is where he reached, where the stadium. So this is where my stadium is. In which direction is the stadium from this house? So that means this is the direction that I am flowing. This is the direction that I am interested in. So which is this direction? Can I say this direction is nothing but northeast? Which option? Option D. Hence the answer. Let's look at the next question. 8 people are sitting around a circle facing the center. So let me form a circle with positions for 8 people. Let's look at the conditions. E sits fourth to the right of F. So let me assume F is here. So first to the right, second to the right, third to the right. So fourth to the right meaning E will come here. E sits fourth to the right of F while second to the left of A. So E is sitting second to the left of A. So can I say A has to be coming here? So that this is first to the left and E will become second to the left. So I have fixed the position for 3 people out of 8. D is not the neighbor of A and C. So I know D definitely cannot come here and cannot come here. And D and C are also not together. So I'll keep a note of that also. B sits third to the right of D. B sits third to the right of D. So let me assume D is here. First to the right, second to the right, third to the right. Do I have a place for B? No. So D not possible here. Let's assume D is here. First to the right, second to the right, third to the right. So B can come here. And if I put a D here, can I say B has to come here, which is again not possible. So do you realize that there is only one place for D and B, and hence I have taken care of that. Now I know that D and C cannot be together. Hence, can I say there is only one place left for C? Let's look at the last condition. B sits third to the right of D. F never sits next to H. So F and H cannot be together. So can I say H has to come here? So who is left now? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. G is who is left. So G will come here. My diagram is complete. Let's look at what the question is asking. Which of the following pairs sit between G and A? Do you see between G and A, there are C and F. Which option? Option A. Let's look at the next question. Ram and Shyam are real brothers. Sita and Geeta are real sisters. Ram's son is Geeta's real brother. So, Ram's son is Geeta's real brother. So, this is Geeta here. I know that Ram and Shyam are real brothers. So, Ram is also a male. He has a brother, Shyam. I also know that Sita and Geeta are real sisters. So, Geeta and Sita. Correct? Now, Ram's son is Geeta's real brother. How is Shyam related to Sita? So, do you see this is Shyam and this is Sita? Can I say Shyam is Sita's father's brother? And what do you call father's brother? Can I say father's brother is called as uncle? So, my question is, how is Shyam related to Sita? Can I say Shyam is Sita's uncle? Which option is this? This is option C. Let's look at the next question. The numbers in the figure below have a certain logic. Using that logic, find out the number that can be inserted in place of that question mark. So one possibility is that the format is just in a form of a circle. Let us see if there is a pattern in the given numbers. So my numbers are 4, 7, 12, 21, 38 and question mark. Let's look at the difference. Do you see the difference is 3? The next difference is 5. The next difference is 9. The next difference is 17. Do you see a pattern? Do you see the numbers are increasing by how much? What is double of 3? 6 minus 1, 5. So the next number is increasing by 5. What is 5 into 2? 10 minus 1, 9. So the next number is increasing by 9. 9 twos are 18 minus 1, 17. So the next number is increasing by 17. So 17 twos are 34 minus 1, 33. So the next number has to increase by 33. So my answer is 38 plus 33. What is 38 plus 33? Can I say 38 plus 33 is 71 and hence the answer. Let's look at the next question. Shyam knows that Ram's birthday falls between 14 and 21. So which are the days when Shyam can celebrate his birthday? 14 14 is not possible because it says between 14 and 21. So it will be 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 or 20. So Ram's birthday has to be one of this possibility. According to Shalini, Ram's birthday falls between 15 and 20. Between 15 and 20 means option has to be 16, 17, 18 or 19. So this too also goes out now. Both of them also know that this year Ram's birthday falls on a Wednesday. So it has to be a Wednesday. If 2nd October is a Monday, can I say if 2nd October is a Monday, so Wednesday will be 4th of October. So the next Wednesday will be on 11th of October. The next Wednesday will be on 18th of October. So can I say Ram's birthday has to be on 18th of October? Which option is this? This is option C and hence the answer. Let's look at the next question. 6 people were sitting around a hexagonal table facing the center. So let's form an hexagonal table first. U was sitting exactly opposite to P. So if I keep a P here, U will come here. U was sitting exactly opposite to P, who was to the immediate left of R. So P is to the immediate left of R. So can I keep an R here? So the left of R is P. S was sitting to the immediate right of U. U is facing the center. So right of U is here. And who is sitting? S. So S will come here. T is sitting exactly between P and S. So can I put a T here? All places occupied except one. So who should come there? Can I say Q will come here? So what is my question? What was the sitting location of Q? Let's look at the option. Is it opposite to R? No. Is it opposite to P? No. Is it between U and R? Yes, and hence the answer. If you want, just check the last option. It says immediate left of P. Left of P is T and not a Q. Hence, answer is option C. Let's look at the next question. Suppose the year 2008 starts with Monday. The calendar for the year 2009 will be same as in which year? So I know that if 2008 starts with a Monday, 2009 should start with which day? 8 is a leap year. Hence, 2009 will therefore start with Wednesday. So let us check which year starts now with a Wednesday and that will be the answer. 2010 will start with a Thursday. 2011 will start with a Friday. 2012 will start with a Saturday. 12 being a leap year, 2013 will start with a Monday. 2014 will start with a Tuesday. And do you see 2015 will also start with a Wednesday? Hence, the calendar for the year 2009 and 2015 has to be the same. Hence, answer is first option A. Let's look at the next question. 2 cars A and B running from the opposite ends X and Y. So let's assume this is X and this is Y. A is going from X to Y. They are running from the opposite end. So B will be running from Y to X. The distance between X and Y is 120 kilometers. That is given to us. Car A starts from end X and runs 30 kilometers straight. So let's assume car A reaches this point and this distance is 30 kilometers. It then takes a right turn and runs 15 kilometers. It takes a right turn and runs 15 kilometers. Then turns left and runs for 30 kilometers. So left and 30 kilometers. Thereafter, the car turns towards the highway and reaches back on the highway. So the car is back here. So can I say now my car A is here? In the meantime, car B has also started running from the other end, but due to a minor breakdown could only run for 35 kilometers. That means car B is, let's say, here, and this distance is 35 kilometers. What is the distance between the two cars at this given point? So can I say this is 30, this is 30, 60, this is 30. So 95 kilometers is already taken care of. So can I say this distance therefore has to be 25 kilometers. So the answer is fourth option, D. Let's look at the next question. Match column 1 or list 1 with list 2. List 1 gives me the angle between the hour and the minute hand of a clock, and list 2 gives me the time. So I need to check out at what time what is the angle between the two hands. So I know that angle between the two ends is given by 30h minus 11 by 2m, modulus of this. So let's start working with some easy options or easy numbers. Let's say it's 430. So what is the angle between the two hands at 430? It will be 30 into 4 minus 11 by 2 into minutes is 30 minutes. So 30 fours are 120, 15 into 11 is a 165. So what is mod of 120 and 165? Can I say mod of 150 and 165 is 45 degree? So at 430, the angle between them has to be 45 degree. So as far as B is concerned, B has to be option 3. So do you see there is only one option which has B3? So that is my answer. Let's look at the next question. In a certain code language, he is coded as 418 and go is coded as 240. I want to find the code for she. Now let's look at numbers and let's look at the alphabets. So I know that H is my 8th alphabet, E is my 5th alphabet. So using 8 and 5, am I getting a 418? No. Even if you square something, 64, let's say 8 square is a 64, 64 into 5 or a 64 into 25. I'm not going to get a 418 using that. So I have to think of some other logic. So this question is actually based on reverse numbering. So how do you get reverse numbering? It is 27 minus the actual number. So what is the reverse number for H? 27 minus 8, which is 19. And what should be the reverse number for E? 27 minus 5, which is 22. And now if I do a 19 into 22, you definitely get a 418. So if I continue, G is the 7th alphabet. So the reverse numbering for G will be a 20 and O. I, J, K, L, M, N, O. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. O is the 15th alphabet. So the reverse numbering will be 12. So 20 into 12. Do you get 240? So my answer is S. S is which alphabet? O, P, Q, R, S. 16, 17, 18, 19. S is the 19th alphabet. So the reverse numbering will be 8. H reverse numbering, I can pick it up from here. 19 into 22. So basically my answer is, this I know is already a 418. My answer is a 418 into 8. So 8 8s are 64. 8 1s are 8 plus 6, 14. 32 plus 1, 33. So the answer is 3344. Hence my answer is option D. Let's look at the next question. In a certain coded language, cat is coded as 6423. In the same language, how will lion be coded in that language? So if you see, I know that cat is the 3rd alphabet, A is the 1st alphabet, and T is the 20th alphabet. So if you check, 3 plus 3 gives me a 6, 1 plus 3 gives me a 4, and 20 plus 3 gives me a 23. So this is the logic used. So now, as far as lion is concerned, I know M is my 13th alphabet, so L will become my 12th alphabet. So L should be coded as 15. Do you see there is only one option? And hence the answer. Let's look at the next question. Find the number that can replace the question mark. So what are the numbers here? 2, 12, 30, 56, 90, and then I want to find the next number. Whenever you're looking at questions on series completion, you should always first look at the difference. If difference does not work, think of something else. So let's look at the difference. The difference is 10, 18, 26, 34. Do you see? 8, 8, 8. That means the next difference has to be a 34 plus 8, 42. Hence my answer is 90 plus 42, 132. Which option? Option A. Let's look at the next question. The main statement is followed by 4 statements. Select the one that logically follows from the main statement. So let's look at the main statement. What does it say? If the game is interesting, then I play the game. So always remember, this is an if-then condition. That means it's a one-directional condition. If the game is interesting, I will play the game. So let's look at the options. I played a game, but my restriction or my condition is when my game is interesting. So if I play the game, need not be that the game is interesting. Let's look at the next option. The game is interesting. If the game is interesting, then I am supposed to play it. A question says I'm not playing it. So second option also gets eliminated. Third option, I did not play the game. If I did not play the game, though it was interesting, is again contradicting what I have already said. Hence my answer is option D. What does option D say? If I did not play a game, it means if I am not playing, I can definitely say that the game was not interesting. Because if I played it and if it was not interesting, then it would have been contradicting the statement that I said. Hence, answer is option D. Let's look at the next question. Another series completion question. So, as we discussed in one of the earlier questions, what I'm going to do is I'm first going to find out the difference. Let's look at the difference. 1, 3, 4, 8, 7, 5. Now the difference is not constantly increasing. So you'll have to think of a pattern. So the logic used here in this question is, how do I get a 1? It's a 1 plus 0 which gives me a 1. How do I get a 3? Actually, if you check, the difference is not 3, the difference is 2 here, which is 1 plus 1, 2. Now do you see 1 plus 3, 4, 1 plus 7, 8, 2 plus 5, 7, 3 plus 2, 5. Hence, can I say my next difference should be 3 plus 7, 10. And hence my answer should be 37 plus 10, which is 47. And hence option D is my answer. Let's look at the next question. I have to find the odd one among the given figures or given words. Do you see the words are scrambled? So if you try to form a word from here, what word would you form? I can form a word sparrow from here. Let's look at the next one. I can form pigeon from here. Third, I can see a word parrot from here. Fourth, can you think of any word from here? I cannot think of a bird from here, and hence I mark fourth option as the answer. Let's look at the next question. 6 books of various subjects are kept in a shelf, one on the top of the other. Electronics books is just above the chemistry books. So the book on electronics has to be above chemistry. Statistics book is between commerce book and environmental science. So I have a statistics book. I could get a commerce above it and environmental science below it, or I have a statistics. I could get environmental science and I can get commerce. Let's read further. The book of botany is between electronics and commerce. So can I say I will have a commerce here and then I will have a book on botany? All conditions taken care of. So let's look at the diagram. I have 6 books. Do you see that if I start with this condition, so I have environmental science, I have statistics, I have commerce, I have botany, I have electronics, and I have chemistry. I get a complete diagram here. So the question is, the book of which subject is at top? Can I say book of environmental science is at the top? Hence the answer is option C. Let's look at the next question. Which of the words cannot be formed from the letters of the word consultation? So nation, N-A-T-I-O-N. So I can definitely form the word nation. Station, S-T-A-T-I-O-N. I can also form the word station. Solution, S-O-L-U-T-I-O-N. I can also form the word solution. Hence my answer has to be fourth option, salute. Let's just check. S-A-L-U-T. Do I see a E anywhere? No. So this verifies that my answer is option 4.